The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultra Gear Gaming Monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultra Gear in association with AC5 and Zota Gaming and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Baba Gusta, and our admin, Foxy, as we are here for the game between Almost Walkover and Team Area 69 on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky. That is right, it is Division 3, Day 3. In Season 4, the weekend's going to be very exciting indeed, as Walkover will be taking on the defense of Team Area 69. We're just waiting in the lobby for all of our players to join in. Team Area 69 is in and ready. Walkover, they just have one man left. With that being said, Baba, how do you feel on this fine afternoon?
Well, Jack, I just drank a bottle of water, hot water indeed, so that I can be able to speak properly and make sure I don't make any mistakes. So, yes, I am really excited on what's going to happen next. Almost Walkover, we've seen a lot of great plays coming in from them. So, since this is Division 3, we are going to be seeing some great plays making, not from just Almost Walkover, but also from Team Area 69 as well.
Absolutely. We're definitely going to be looking forward to those plays from both teams right here. Cafe, of course, as a map is one of those maps that some might consider defender sided, some might consider attacker sided. Don't know why you would consider that, but there's a general consideration on all sides that this map has a lot of room for plays and creativity. And we're going to be very interested to see which team brings out their best, the best that overwhelms the other team today. because both these teams, of course, will be looking to improve their standings as the league goes on at the end of week 2, of course, because they do still have one more week after this, week 3, to give themselves their final standings. A quick look at, of course, the Division 3 standings at the end of week 1 shows us that Almost Walkover haven't exactly had a great time in Division 3 so far. A zero win streak for them at all, and the same actually goes for Team Area 69. So today, that's about to change. Either of these teams is about to put their first match on board, and it's gonna be very interesting to see which team does. Because again, any team that is unable to get up above the the bottom three in Division 3 will be relegated back out of the tournament into the qualifiers, and we'll have to try again in Season 5. Unfortunately, there's always a winner and there's always a loser, and you don't really want to be at the bottom end of any of the league tables of any division, because getting relegated to the previous division is one thing, getting relegated out of the tournament itself, now that is a whole different beast. Making their way through the qualifiers through so many teams all over again, that's a tough fight indeed. So we're going to see which team gets their first match in today. And Baba, actually, can you shed some light on how Cafe as a map is played, especially when it comes to the TC?
Well, Jack, Cafe Dostoevsky was supposed to be the map where Tachanka used to be oh so damn great in it, but since the new update had just arrived, I mean, it's always about how you balance it out. So, like at the previous I would say the previous map update of Cafe Dostoevsky, the main site which was also damn powerful would definitely be the second floor of Train Museum and Fireplace Hall. And since with the new update we have another site called as Fireplace Hall and Reading Room, which is by far the most best sites for the defenders to hold on to. And kitchen is also quite great at the new update. And also we have a new stairs on the side of Cafe Dostoevsky, so especially for the defenders, for the heavy roamers, in fact, Vigil mains, Jaeger mains, or I would say the Ella mains out there, it would be a great opportunity for them to flank on any opportunities that they want to. So Cafe Dostoevsky is a great match to look on to, and it's been used by many pro teams. So it's going to be really interesting on how well are they going to execute, how well are they going to hold on to the sites, and how great amount of plays that we are going to see from them, Jack.
Absolutely. Well said, Baba, right there. Cafe as a map, especially after the map buff that it had, has been a few seasons since, mind you. But after that map buff, it has definitely been a defender's paradise, especially with the amount of rotations, the amount of cover,
Hmm.
and just the amount of nooks and crannies the attackers have to drone themselves into, of course. And then there's the utility clearing. That is the current meta of Rainbow Six Siege. As once again, for all of our viewers at home, we are just waiting for Walkover to join us in full in the lobby before we get started with the match at hand. Because, of course, this is not just the only game of the day. We do have more games after this in 2 streams, for that matter. This stream and a second one in the evening. After this match, we're going to have Almost Walkover coming back again versus Instinct Esports. And then in the second stream towards the evening, it'll be Havocs taking on Team Area 69. And then the last game of the day, which is going to be a very exciting one, Sengfreud Esports versus KL11. KL11 have come in with us with a bang in Division 3 in Season 4 so far. They've really impressed both me, Foxy, the admin team, and all of us here at TEC in general with their mid-round adaptations and just their amazing plays in the qualifiers. And it's going to be interesting to see how they fare against a team like Sangfreud. While, of course, that is a match much later in the day. We have 3 games to go before that, as still waiting for Walkover to come in. And it's curious to see, actually, Walkover, when they came in, they were one of the more promising teams coming in from qualifiers into Div 3. Just in general, they had a good time in the qualifiers, had pretty good games. I wouldn't say all dominating games. They had some issues here and there against certain other teams that couldn't qualify, but they are here finally, and they are looking to make their presence known. But unfortunately, both them and Team Air 69 have not just really not had a good time. So one win today is one win, of course, but then they have another chance, both teams, against other teams in Div 3. to give themselves their second win on board, which was, of course, give them a leap into, at the very least, staying in Division 3. And who knows, maybe they could turn things around in week 2 and week 3, even give themselves the promotion into Division 2. That we've seen that before, as anyone remembers, Team Super in Division 3 last season didn't have the best start in the season at all, Season 3 that is, and then they ended up making it into Division 2, and they've been playing Div 2 fairly well this season. They haven't had the best time all the time, but again, it just goes in Rainbow Six Siege. There's always a back and forth, so it'll be interesting to see where this match, which is very important for both these teams, goes from here.
Yeah, well, Jack, it will be interesting indeed with all of the players coming in. I mean, what's the? I just wanted to ask Jack, what is your favorite play that you've ever seen, except the out of nowhere clash plays that we've always see on Cafe Dostoevsky?
Well, okay. So outside of those, of the particular clash plays that you're talking about, of course, not
Uh-huh.
just in Cafe. We had one in
I mean,
Theme
I
Park
mean,
just
it,
the other
it's
day.
it's not just the one play in Cafe that
Mm-hmm.
many of the teams
Mm-hmm.
made mistake, but also
Mm.
like I believe it was a team where it was Ariel, I believe. He was also playing on a map on Cafe Dostoevsky. It was on the same place as well where they actually made a huge mistake, but still they actually did get an ace on Cafe. I believe. I still don't remember that much. So yeah.
Well, clash plays aside, I'd have to say one of my most favorite plays, especially in recent memory, season 4, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
was yesterday. Triple with the pulse on Coastline. Let me just go back on my data real quick. That was the game between not Never Diamonds, actually. Give me just a minute right
Like,
here.
were you talking about
Question
that
is
Pulse who
the
outsmarted an IQ?
not an IQ. That was here on Cafe itself.
Yep.
The one I'm particularly talking about was Triple, the Pulse playing on Coastline for the side of Team Mwaha
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, who
Mm-hmm.
just not was it yesterday actually? No, it was a couple days ago. Okay, I just have my days a little off today. I'm not really sure what's wrong with my brain today, but
Mm-hmm.
Team Waha, the Pulse Triple, the man outsmarting the planter, the Zofia who was planting on the pool table itself, and just to avoid getting C4 from below through the floorboards. Yeah? It's standard stuff. You expect the C4 from below with the Pulse being alive. You go on the pool
Yep.
table. You're like, okay, let me get the plant off here. What Triple did, he knew where the plant was going off, and the excellent game sense from the man. He saw the fact that exactly where the Zofia was sitting was unC4able. What he did was he used his EMP to breach the floor just enough to get the C4 directly onto the planter. That C4 throw was
Ooh.
absolutely fantastic. It's actually, I believe, up in the highlights of the week. The video should have gone up some time ago. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just, every time I just look at it, it's just an amazing play right there. Game sense and mechanical knowledge combining to make a very, very good 1v2 clutch. He didn't even have to get the last kill. The last attacker was just so paranoid of being shot from below or wherever, not knowing where the pulse exactly was after the C4 went off, that the timer just ran out. It was an absolutely fantastic play, and it's one of the ones that's going to remain in my memory for a long, long time indeed. But now that we've gone through one of my most recent favorite plays in the Tech League, I have to
Mm-hmm.
ask you, Baba. Again, outside of the clash plays that we've seen from all the teams and all the
God
divisions,
damn it, Jack.
which play has been your favorite?
I mean, well, I've seen a lot of aces being made, especially on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky, and I believe there was this one play where there was Nomad, and she was in a 1v2 situation where she immediately got back the round with just 3 seconds remaining. She just got
Ah,
inside the kitchen and takes out Echo, and that was really bad. And with that, we are back with the matchup of almost walkovers versus Team Area 69 on a map of Cafe Dostoevsky. We are going to be seeing some great plays here, Jack. And with that, we're going to be seeing the first ban that Area 69 is going to pick. Do it on attack, and I believe Thatcher ban will be up in effect. There you go. My predictions will never be wrong. And with that, with Thatcher gone, they would either, I mean, you would either prefer a Kali or I would say a Twitch to basically help them over on. Almost Walkover's ban, it is going to be Jackal. Jackal is quite important. Not only does it gives the intel, but also it's a great fragging operator. So with Jackal gone, it's going to be really difficult for the attackers to get onto. Defenders ban will be the almost the same thing. Mira and Echo, we it's always one of the most highest ban rates of them all. Two of them operators, Mira and Echo, and with that, that would be the quickest ban phase that we're going to be seeing. Thatcher, Jackal, Mira, and Echo is off the board.
Well, the ban phase has ended, and just like Baba said, a very, very standard ban phase from both of these teams right here. Because, again, all four operators, they're pretty powerful in their own rights. Thatcher and Mira, especially, are ridiculously powerful on any given map, especially with the way the meta has currently swung in Rainbow Six Siege with the amount of denial that defenders can bring in with a Jaeger and a Wamai, along with, of course, a Mute. It's almost impossible to dislodge a Mira, especially if she's playing on a hard floor surface. That means you can't even go underneath. The one I'm talking about, of course, is the White Stairs corridor Mira hold that looks from all the way off the cocktail lounge door to piano, into piano, almost peaking whiskey window for that matter, as that is a very, very hard defensive hold to get rid of. You'd have to push White Stairs, but there's usually, say, like a smoke or a mute watching White Stairs in general, or there's a shield with enough barbed wire to give away sound cues for the side of the defenders. So stuff like that is what almost Walkover didn't want to play against, and that is why the Mira ban is going to be in play. While Area 69, of course, they don't want to play the Echo, they don't want to play against the Echo. Understandable. Echo, especially after his second Yokai drone, has been one of the more terrifying forces in any given defending team. And so we won't be seeing the Echo in play. The Thatcher, of course, not really necessary to... I believe it's not really necessary to explain why the Thatcher gets banned so much. It's just the fact that defenders can have such a hard time when Thatcher's in play. So many...
I mean, it's the utility meta, Jack, so definitely it happens like that.
Right there, it's always down to the fact that there's so much electrical utility that the side of the defenders is not even stuff like Kaid's Electro Claws or Bandit's batteries. It's also just, say, like the proximity sensors, the deployable cameras, Maestro's Evil Eyes, Active Yokai Drunk. There's like a whole host of things, and of course, Wamai's magnets and Jaeger's ADSs, all of which are pretty much very important for any defending team to have in play. Area 69 with the Thatcher ban, knowing exactly that, deciding against it, deciding against having that risk in play, as it looks like we're going to have an east side push on towards the cocktail lounge windows. Maybe, maybe not. The Captain's going to go up to the roof. Of course, Zujin, the man that me and Foxy nicknamed Quadjin, I believe it was either last season or back in season 2, because he just kept getting quad kill after quad kill each round. And the man was absolutely fantastic right there. His fragmite is also pretty good, but right now he's going to be playing the Capitao with the Para 308. A very, very good gun. A little slow on the firing rate, but he's going to be keeping the salad for now. And not going to find anybody. This is going to make sure he opens up the hatches for the entryway for the attackers, while then even inside repel play coming in from Jinx the Hibana on towards the window of... oh, actually, that's a down onto Zim. The Goyo has been downed inside his sight. Not really sure where that one came out of. Looks like he was caught by the reinforcement, and the Jaeger's going to come in. Spidey time survives a few shots fired towards him, and he's going to revive the Goyo back up to 20 HP. Good play coming in from the Jaeger, but will he be able to hold on to this window right here? He knows where the Hibana's playing, but decides against taking the fight too far and swings away towards the side of White Stairs. Yakuza with the Ella, the RG-15 pistol in hand as Zim is being flashed, or at least there's an attempted flash again inside of the cocktail lounge. The Nomad X10 in that particular region as Spaceman is actually playing vertical right here with the Zophia's impact grenades. Doesn't seem like he's going to be finding anybody for the time being, as the Goyo is in just the right spot. However, Jinx knows exactly where that spot is, however, and Cherry's actually going to take a bit of damage from that pre-fire that we just saw coming at that, or from the Capitals. No, that was the pre-fire right there. There's Cherry, the man sitting inside of Cold Room, as another flame bolt comes out from the Capital, but there is a gas canister fired back towards Jinx, which deals a bit of damage to him. But Yakuza's going to find X10 in the meanwhile, and that is a pretty big kill right there. That's your Nomad off the board, and that was the Ella finding that kill with the Scorpion. It's a 4 versus 5, but 3 defenders are quite low on HP. Yakuza on the red stairs. He could go for a flank right now. There's a Capital right up there. He hears the Gershmans going off. He's going to see the body in a second. Now Spy Time and Zim have found a couple more. Spaceman and Jinx are down. Will the Capital go down? Yakuza's going to peek. He's going to see it. There he goes. The kill's his. And it's all down to the last man standing, Gypsy. On the second floor, the sledge with 2 grenades and no time, no diffuser. He's pushing up the white stairs. Will he be seen? No, he's going to get the castle. That's 1 kill. He needs 4 more. Is he going to see the Goyo? Yes, he is, but the Goyo is going to get some shots on him, and there's the smoke from inside of the cold room. Cherry, the man with the final kill on board for his team, means that the side of the defense, Team Area 69, are going to get their first round on board. The match is underway with the defenders winning their first round. Third floor bar goes to them, and it's 1-0 going into round 2.
What great defense coming in on the side of Area 69, winning the side on third floor bar, and this time on towards the second round, we're going to be seeing them defending on the first floor kitchen. Well, I guess we almost forgot to say what rosters are in, so I'm just going to talk it up. On the rosters of Almost Walkover, we have Spaceman, Jinx, Gypsy, Zujin, and Xgen. And on the side of Team Area 69, we have Yakuza, Tercio. And at the same time, the loading screen would appear on Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, but we'll be back again. All right, there you go. Yakuza, Tercio, Cherry, Spidey Time, and Zim. And with that, we are on the way with Almost Walkovers losing one of their players, and I believe the rehost won't be in effect, I believe. And I'm actually seeing Yakuza playing as the Tachanka, in which Blackjack really likes to play Tachanka in each and every rank plays. Am I right or am I wrong, Jack?
I mean, it's anywhere I get a chance, it's Tachanka. Anyone who knows me, anyone who's seen me play, you'll know that Tachanka is. I consider Tachanka actually a pretty good operator. Not like a hugely powerful operator, nothing like that, nothing like the ones we've seen competitive. But there's spots in a lot of maps where Tachanka can actually be played pretty well. At least that's what I think.
I mean, it's always about staying with the team, right? I mean, even Tachanka says it all by himself. Stay with me, Bratuka. It's always about stay with me, my brothers. That's what you say when it comes to playing in a team game like Rainbow Six Siege. And with that, with the good amount of motivation and determination, the team on Area 69 are also ever determined to win this matchup against Almost Walkover. But still, we've seen Almost Walkover make great amount of plays, so let's not just count them off just yet. Kitchen defense is on the side of Team Area 69. We have Kaid on play. He's going to be using his Electro Claws to make sure to deny the walls on the freezer as well as the hatches from Raya, I believe from the fireplace hall. Ash, they've already gained the control from the dining room. The only problem is, will the defenders know? And look at that, Almost Zujin with the first frag, taking out Spidey Time. That's a Jaeger down, a very important kill indeed. And quite frankly, it's even the earliest time on the round itself. With that, Team Area 69 really needs to be careful because they already have control on towards the bar side on the first floor, and also they have control on Fireplace Hall. But Tercio, he is going to retaliate back by taking out Zujin, one of the C4 from Kaid. I believe he's going to get taken out. No, I would say not one kill from C4 will arrive. So the man count on both of these teams are quite same, but not quite same because one of the teammates from Almost Walkover, that would be Xten, is disconnected. With that, is going to be having for Almost Walkover is going to be having a lot of problems here. He's going to be throwing a nade here to take out the Kite's electro charges, and on the other hand, we are going to see Spaceman taking out one more frag. That's going to be Castle off the board, and that's the great. That's actually quite great because she has control over on the small bakery. Now the only problem is they need to have control on the other sides as well. I mean, they have to get inside the site, at least get the plant as best as they can. While we see Almost Spaceman already getting in from the main corridor. Gets tagged a little bit from Kaid, but that frag will definitely be a kill. With the trade coming in from the sledge, he's just going to push in. Gypsy gets one, but still Tachanka will be there to take him out. And look at that, Cherry, 2 kills. And with that, Area 69 will win round 2 on the side of first floor kitchen with great amount of defense and also quite disadvantageous opportunities for Team Almost Walkover. And I believe a rehost will be up in effect.
I mean, at this point, Walkover should be asking for a rehost because 2 players have just left the lobby for them, Jinx and X10. X10, of course, left before the round began, and unfortunately, Jinx seems to have left as well. Oh, there we go. He's returned. So it looks like Jinx is just had a bit of a disconnect right there, and looks like the side of Walkover do in fact want a rehost, and I believe we should actually be going into a rehost right very soon. And we do have the six pick out of the glass into the glass, as again just confirming from the host end that they want a rehost from the side of Walkover, but Walkover themselves. Uh, Okay. Apparently, they have some questions for the admin in chat with themselves before they can get everything in a place for a rehost. Not really sure what's happening right there, as that is of course the admin's discretion. I'm just a caster, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to speculate and give all of our viewers the play-by-play of what's going in, as. Unfortunately, we might just end up proceeding through with round 3 before we get into the rehost, which it's a bit of a shame for Walkover. Again, some issues on all ends seem to be prevailing, especially in recent days. It is the rainy season, and it is, of course, it's just been a weird year. Let's be real here. It's strange times, strange circumstances. Second floor reading is going to be the site of choice from the side of Area 69, as looks like round 3 will in fact be going forward at the very least for now. With the Glass in play, I'm actually pretty curious as to how Gypsy is going to be playing this, because we all know Glass is much less of the kind of operator he was intended to be, a sniper who sits at long range, and more of a close range fragger, as he's going to light up somebody, not quite. Zim, I believe that's the dog. He's going to be running around next to the pulse right now. Sitting around next to the pulse, actually. Okay. Tertio with the deciding, I'm not even gonna crouch, I'm not even gonna bother with pressing my C key.
I'm a snake.
I'm just gonna go prone and go through
All
the
right.
fight. Thank you for that, Baba.
Yep.
As, the drones are gonna come in again. It's standard stuff from Walkover right now. They want a drone, they want to do the roam clear, they want to get into third floor, but Spider Time's there to deny them. That's Jinx on the board. That is a pretty big kill right there. Your Amaru is off and done for this round at the very least. Not sure what happened right there. It's Cherry, the Meat, is putting down Meat Jammers, holding down White Stairs. As a Meat would do, what Spider gets taken down by Spaceman. The Ash, I believe that's from White Stairs. The Jaeger is off the board. That is your refrag in for the kill onto the Amaru earlier. Vertical lines aside should be established, at least some from the Ash using her breaching rounds. As Gypsy with the glass, I think he's running smokes, either that or grenades. Both of them, of course, throwable. As the C4 comes in, it's not going to connect onto anybody. And not really sure if Zuji needs the RED scanner for that new jammer, mind you. But Zim is actually going to find Spaceman. That is the Ash of the board. The refrag for the kill onto the Jaeger from earlier is in for the side of the defense, excuse me. As it is a 2v4 right now in favor, very heavily in favor of Team Area 69. Walkover with the remaining 2 players. Jinx is a Claymore, all right, from the grave. Jinx with the Claymore, as Zim is going to find Zujin. That's the double kill for the Doc, and it's all down to Gypsy the Glass, the lone man standing. He's going to see one, and there we go. The spam rate on that DMR is pretty high, but there's the Doc to kill him instantly. And that is Zim with the triple kill in the round, taking down Gypsy. And that is round 3 in favor of the defenders. Team Area 69 3-0 up already, as we are going to be heading into a rehost right now from both of these teams. Just confirming once again from the host end that we are going into rehost. Yes, we are. Spaceman has confirmed. And we'll be right back on the other side of this rehost. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a 3-0. We'll be right back on the other side of the rehost. gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Almost Walkover and Team Area 69 on the other side of the rehost. It is 3-0 in favor of Area 69, mind you, as of course Walkover. They had a bit of a disconnect, unfortunately, and looks like they have in fact brought in Angrybot into the match as a sub for X10. Looks like X10's having a bit of a power cut right now, and is not going to be able to come back at least for this game. Very unfortunate for the man, but again, just as I mentioned before we went to the rehost, we've had many issues, not just on our end, also on the players' end, with electricity, internet, and many other things. It is again rainy seasons here, and honestly, it's just one of the things that we have to deal with. Not exactly a happy circumstance, but it's a circumstance that comes in every now and again. With that being said, 3-0 is the scoreline. Walkover with all 5 members in play. They're going to be looking to make amends for these first 3 rounds. Baba, how well do you think Walkover are going to perform now that Angrybot is in the lobby?
Well, since just like you said, Angrybot, since he's in the lobby, it might bring some great changes, especially when it comes to attack-wise. So yeah, I mean, we're going to see how well he's going to perform. Since I mean, they have to perform most of the time well, because Team Area 69, they're in 3 points lead, and in order for Almost Walkovers to get this match back up, they need to at least win 2 or 3 matches on attack itself to hopefully get the score equalized. If they don't do it, it will be a lot of problems for Almost Walkovers to deal with when there's a role swap where Almost Walkovers has to go for defense. With that, we are going to be seeing the action phase on Team Almost Walkovers, while we have Almost Jinx with the Hibana. She can be able to use her Expiro spells to open up either the wall of the red stairs, which can have direct entry to Piano, with Spaceman on towards the first frag, and that is Yakuza gone. And I see Almost Gypsy already rushing in from the red stairs itself. Maybe just to give a great amount of, I would say, rotations, or I would say good amount of rotation from the attackers, and give a little bit of distractions for the defenders. And I believe one of the C4s is also being taken out, so it should be a Goyo Zim's C4 who's going to get blown out. So I believe there's only 2 more, but look at that, almost Angrybot will eventually take out Zim as well, which leads to 2 players from Team Area 69 going down. Spidey time with the peak, so I would say the peak from White Stairs. He'll eventually take out one of the orbs, and that is Gridlock. Gridlock, she actually did get 2 kills with Jinx. We're going to see Jinx taking out Spidey time from the White Stairs itself. So if we see the man count here, Almost Walkovers might finally have a little bit of place to come back to, and looks like Juzin will actually make that by taking out Cherry. And with that, Tertio will eventually go down on the hands of Zujin, as Almost Walkover will finally win their first attack on round 4 on 3rd floor bar.
Looks like bringing in Angrybot is exactly what they needed from the side of Almost Walkover. A quick and very decisive take from the side of this attacking team to bring their first round on a board, stepping up the aggression just slightly, mind you, because before the roll swap, before the rehost, that is, we did see them taking things a little slow, a little methodical, not really going in for the kill before they had all their droning done, everything in order. And this time they decided, nope, we're not doing all of that. We're getting in there, and we're getting in with a bang. Tertia is going to be taking the 6 pick out of the cap can into the Frost. Okay, out of one trap operator into the other trap operator. And the Frost with her bear traps, I'm not entirely certain if she's going to be all that more useful than a cap can trap, mind you, because a cap can trap, especially when it comes to the push towards site, can weaken your opponents quite a bit. Albeit, 3rd floor bar, not really a whole lot of space for very effective Capcan traps to be placed. So maybe the Frost pick might just be what is the difference right here that Tertio is looking for. Again, it all comes down to how they place down their the traps, how they play these operators, and how they rotate around the use of these bear traps. Still got all 3 in his pocket, mind you. The prep phase is still going on. One's going to go into the cocktail lounge east side window, one of the repels that Walkover likes to do. And another one probably on the heaven window. Yes, it will be. He's going to put that down with one more in his pocket to go wherever it can. And It's not going to go on the skylight, understandable. You know, you don't want it to get shot at from above or droned out or whatever, really. The other one's going to be in his pocket for the time being, looks like. Tertia with the shield onto Dark Spot, making sure that whoever sits here, or if it's him who sits here, will be able to have cover. As it looks like the last one is actually going to go down onto the couch, just behind the couch of Piano itself. Interesting choice right there from Tertia. Let's see if it works out as Zim in the meanwhile on the dock once again. He's done a bit of damage before, especially in the round that we had on round 3, Reading Room. That was the round just before the rehost. He got a triple kill with the dock and the MP5, just doing him so much good. Will he be able to get any more kills with this gun? This round is the question, as I believe that's the hatch being broken up with a breaching charge from the side of the attack. There's another one done and dusted as the hatch push, will come in nice and quickly. Also, the push towards the east window, as there's an upside down rappel that may have spotted out where that frost trap is sitting. That looks like it's a sledge gypsy right there. You might have seen the frost trap. We're not entirely sure for the time being. The man is just holding down in the general area. Yakuza is very close to the white stairs window, however, as there's a Hibana who has spotted out his general direction. He's not going to be flashed. He's going to rotate back to second floor laundry, as that is Jinx who's trying to fight against him. The drones are going to come from Zujin from the red stairs hatch in the meanwhile, as they're going to look to make this push into sight happen slowly but surely. As the dock has been spotted in by Gypsy, but I don't think the grade's going to catch him quite yet. It's in, but no damage done. None whatsoever, outside of maybe taking out a trap or a couple of gadgets. Zim, in the meanwhile, he's pretty stunned, but that guy, again, that grenade, not really doing a whole lot to him. It just goes a little bit too far. Spidey time. He's on the reading room area. Will he spot it? Yes, he will. Will the Gridlock get the kill? No, she won't. He's going to get Spaceman as Zuzin took down Tertio. In the meanwhile, that was your frost on the board on the dark spot of Piano. But there's a flank coming in from the Jaeger. Will he find one? Yes, he will. There is the Capitao down, and that's a pretty big one. Zuzin, he could have converted this round into a win for the side of the walkover, but it's not going to happen from him, at the very least. This round 3 was 4 for the side of the attacking team. They have 4 defenders to cut through. As the Doc, who's been spotted here, he's got to heal himself up because of the impact grenade from the Zofia from below. Still going to be pretty safe as the Nitro Cell comes out from Spidey Time. Not going to find anybody, however. It just gives away the fact that he's playing on the mid-white stairs window. The Valkyrie on white stairs. He's got to be careful with Yakuza. He's going to find Gypsy in the meanwhile, making it a 2 versus 4. It's all down to Jinx. His Angry Bot has been caught in a frost trap, and the kill has been confirmed by Yakuza. The man on the Jaeger just popping off right now, finding the last kill, and even peeking the hatch drop. Brave man that he is, and unfortunately for the Zofia, you can't exactly get your withstand off the back of a frost trap. And with that, round 5 is going to go in the favor of the defending team. Looks like the frost is pretty much exactly what they needed at the end of the round. And now they're going to be going into first floor kitchen for round 6.
You know, at the beginning, Jack, I thought it would have been better if Frost had teamed up with the Mute, because Mute's jammer can be able to, you know, block any intel coming in from the attackers, and that would give a lot more concealment to Frost's bear traps. But it actually did quite worked out in the end. Area 69 still in a very strong lead here, 4-1. And with that, they're going to be defending yet again on the first floor kitchen. Just keep that in mind that this will be the last round for both the teams. As at round 7, we are going to see a role swap where almost walkovers will be on defense, and the team Area 69 will be on attack. I mean, even if you check a lot of plays being made out, Yakuza really made some huge potential plays, especially the flanks from Yakuza, not only taking out one of them from the white stairs, but also taking out Capitao, who was on the new hatch, where he just rotated from white stairs through to the red stairs. It was quite good, and almost gave and it actually gave Area 69 the opportunity to win on the match here. So Tertio playing as the castle, he can be able to make great amount of rotation holes, as well as using his armor panel to, you know, eventually give the side on the defender side. And we have Zim playing as the Kaid. He can be able to use the Electroclaws to block the access on towards the freezer. For the attackers, I would say for almost walkover, they need to bring this game back up. If they don't at least win the second, if they don't win this second match on attack, it's going to be really difficult for almost walkover to at least get I would say 4 wins in a row on the sides of defense, because we've seen Area 69 perform also damn well on defense, but on attack, who knows, they might be also damn terrible. And just like I was saying, Yakuza taking out Angry Bot. This is not going to go well, because that is Zofia gone. No more of those KSOU lifelines of both concussion as well as impact. And I believe the Ash Spaceman is in quite a lot of trouble here, because we have Spidey Man and Yakuza, both of them playing from the stairs itself. So they can be able to take out Ash by surprise, or will Spaceman be able to get this form back by taking out both of those roamers? No, I don't think that, because Ash will continue to go down the red stairs, having no problems at all. No, he's going back from the third floor. He knows that there are two roamers playing from Team Area 69. If they don't take out the roamers, it's going to be a lot of difficult time. And looks like that difficult time is going to be quite a lot, because Spidey Time has just taken out another fragger Spaceman. Both of the attackers gone from almost walkovers, and with that, only 3 players remaining on the side of the attackers here. We have Zujin. He can be able to use the air jabs to at least push off the flanks, but almost Gypsy. A Gypsy will be able to at least take out Zofia. Can he be able to take out Jaeger? And yes, he does. Almost Gypsy taking out both of the roamers for the cost of both of the fraggers. Eventually evening out the man count here, but a lot of time has been wasted. And for almost walkovers, they only have a total of 45 seconds. Sledge using the breach hammer to open up the floors of the train museum, hoping to at least take 1 or 2 operators to at least dwindle or reposition themselves back onto here. But time is of their essence, and they don't have that much of time at all. Tertio holding an angle right from the mains, and Kaid, both of them holding in pre-fires from Tertio, but unfortunately he won't be able to find anything. And I mean, just like that, a lot of times again, time is of the essence, and they only have 50 seconds left. Hibana's Exkyros pellets being blown off from the freezer itself, and it's just a ticking bomb here. Tertio with that great angle taking off almost Gypsy, and Zujin, he at least needs to get 1 or 2 frags here. A lot of push, a lot of kills, but in the end, Area 69 will prevail by winning round 6 on First Floor Kitchen, as we are going to see a role swap where Team Area 69 is going to go on attack.
Well, it's an unfortunate day to be an almost Walkover fan, at least so far. 5-1 going into the roll swap of round 7. Walkover, even with the inclusion of Angry Bot as a sub-in for X10, do not seem to be having a good day whatsoever. And that, unfortunately, is exactly why we're seeing this sort of a situation unfold right here. As in the meanwhile, we've got a double 6-pick, one from Spaceman out of the Bandit to the Pulse, and one of Zim out of the Dokebi into the IQ. Understandable, both 6-picks actually sort of counter each other, as the Pulse can spot the IQ's heartbeat and the IQ can spot the Pulse's cardiac sensor. But you know, the Pulse, I would make the argument that in a site like Third Floor Bar, the Pulse is probably just that little bit more potent because of the breachable floor of the site itself. Even without a C4, if he spots anybody sitting still for too long, he can just shoot them from down below and get it over with. That is, of course, why planting in bar itself is a little bit of a pain, because you're never quite sure when the Pulse will strike. And that's why you need the IQ, you need operators to go in and take the Pulse out initially. That is why Spaceman will have a big target on his back throughout this round for however long he stays alive. And he's going to be aware of that, of course. Taking the Pulse is always a huge risk, especially when there's an IQ in play. Okay, Zujin wanted to get that my magnet onto the decorations, but unfortunately, this is going to drop down onto the floor of the piano stage. Tertia, in the meanwhile, the man with the diffuser and the Hibana, the hollow sight on the Type 89 AR. This is going to be, he's going to be pretty important, especially for the push onto piano, as he's pretty much the only hard breacher for the side of Team Area 69. As the roof rappel will come in, the breach charges on the hatches, and then the drones. Standard stuff once again, but the Pulse is already at work. He's going to see the heartbeats just a little too far for him to find from a diagonal angle, but he's going to see the fact that there's people on the roof. The callouts are going to be exchanged, and Walkover will be made aware of where these players are. In the meanwhile, we do actually have a Valkyrie from Gypsy as well, who can effectively act like a second pulse with the black eye cameras in watching over the plant spots in sight and the C4 from below and the MPX as well. Pretty powerful right there, as the Valkyrie's intel is pretty much unrivaled when it comes to Rainbow Six, at least for the time being, until they introduce something like a Valkyrie 2.0. The red stairs push has been spotted out. The Ash, that is Yakuza. And there's also a push from the red stairs hatchway onto the piano area. But the droning is excellent right there from Yakuza. The man spotted out where this pulse is playing. Uses the breach charge to make a rotate. That is going to give him line of sight. But there we go. The shots are in. Unfortunately, the pulse a little too late to react. But there's a refrag in onto Yakuza from Gypsy. The man came in nice and quickly. Swoop in to get that kill. And equalizes the man count for the side of the defense. 4 versus 4 with a minute and 18 seconds remaining, as Team Area 69 have been they're not in the back foot just yet. They will be in the back foot, however, if it's a 4v4 going into the remainder of the round. I'd say like 45 seconds remaining. But then again, 45 seconds is still plenty of time. But no, the Wamai pushing up the dark spot. That's the wrong decision right there, as Tertia is right there to sit and get the kill. And Jinx is taking a bit of damage, but so has Cherry. And Tertia, of course, took a bit of damage from the Wamai flicking on him as well. The bonus hard breach on towards the cold room wall will give him a line of sight into cold room. In the meanwhile, Spidey Jam's taking a lot of damage, but he's going to get the kill instead. That is Gypsy off the board, as it's a 2 versus 4, all down to Jinx and Angrybot to hold down sight. There's a rappel on the east window of Cocktail Lounge from the IQ. Zim has lots of shots are going to be fired. Angrybot's going to take a bit of damage. He's got to find where these attackers are and take them out. He cannot even stand up in the position he's in, as standing up would mean instant death. The Legion playing the White Stairs corridor. In the meanwhile, on top of the planks, he's got to be careful as well. But no, the peek is in from the cold room area, the bathroom area actually, as Cherry will be the one to get that kill. Tertius going for the plant. It's all down to Jinx. The Legion, a lone man with a T5 SMG. The plant is off. It's a post-plant 1v4. Moving up towards the cold room area is going to give away his position. The air jab's going to blow him away to infinity. And Cherry will be right there, the Nomad herself, to get the kill. And that, of course, gives the round to the side of Team Area 69. Attacking post-roll swap doesn't matter. They're still going to win it with 4 men alive. And that puts them on a match point 6-1 score on round 8. Almost walkover. I hate to say it, but they're living up to their name right now.
Ouch. I did not expect that coming, Jack.
I did say I hate to say it. You know,
Yeah,
you hate to see it. You hate to hear it.
you hate to see. You definitely hate to see it, indeed. But still, if almost walkover didn't live up to their expectations, that's exactly what's going to happen. They're basically walking over here, like puns intended. Well, as I was going to say, Area 69 on match point. All they need is just 1 point to win up against almost walkover, and I would definitely say that this can go in the favor of Team Area 69. They've been performing also damn well, especially, especially Yakuza and Cherry being also damn great when it comes to fragging on both, whether if it's on the side of attack or on the side of defense. And I believe Zim has taken. I just can't believe I just forgot the name of the operator, dude. Jag, can you help me out with this? Amaru, yes.
Amaru, yes.
Oh my
Amaru.
goodness. Like, I have played this game for like around 3 years and I don't even remember the name of the operator. Amaru, all right. So yeah, as I was saying, Amaru being played on the side of Team Area 69, I believe a rush is in play. They just want to finish things off as fast as they can. But we still have Toshio with the hard breacher as Hibana. She can be able to, at least open up the walls, wave an angle, and look at that spawn kill coming in. But Yakuza will immediately delete Spaceman off of existence. Oh no, you just hate to see that. And that too, it was a Valk with who has greater opportunities to get intel, and with him gone, look at that. Even Zim also gets the upper hand and takes out Jinx. Already 2 players gone, Spaceman and Jinx off the board, and with Team Area 69 growing oh so damn well, and that too in a span of 2 minutes. Walkovers don't have exactly what to do here. They've already have the access on towards the freezer as well as the main bar as well. Mozzie picking up a fight. He's going for the pre-fire, won't be able to get a connect or a kill. But with the flank that Angry Bot is in, maybe he can be able to get 1 or 2 kills. But there's an IQ being played in. and IQ will be immediately, he's going to get taken down. Angry Bot is the only hope left for Team Almost Walkovers to help on in, and just like that is just crumbled instantly with Gypsy, the only guy remaining for Team Walkovers. He's going to be able to find one, but can he be able to find second? No, he does not. Team Area 69 winning against Almost Walkover on a map on Cafe Dostoyevsky and proving that they are worthy to be on Division 3.
Well, it is a 7-1 and almost walkover, and just not a good day, not a good time in general to be an almost walkover fan. A 7-1 on Cafe Dostoyevsky. Their unfortunate run in Season 4's Division 3 continues, as we will, of course, be moving into just a short break before we come back with the next game. Curiously enough, Almost Walkover will be coming back to your screens. They are going to have a game against Instinct Esports, and that's going to be another exciting one indeed. Walkover, they've definitely got to pick themselves off the floor this season, coming into the division from the qualifiers, and they have just not had a good time whatsoever. With that being said, we'll be coming back with that game in just a little bit. We'll be right back from this short break. Stay tuned.
Huge gap. He's getting dragged along once again. There's 3 fouls from the Jackal, and he's going to claim the left. Skull X. He doesn't get another 50 shots in the second. There's the Jackal taking the fall for it. Where did spot? Nothing he could have done. KL11 gets a frag. Oh, that is Mr. getting a frag. In fact, that was Caveman who got a frag indeed. I'm going to have to make this a frag game indeed, but no, the plan is already going down, but he's tagged along. He gets a frag, but there's a frag right back in. The Maestro got to be very careful. There you go, another frag from Mr. That's a quad kill. Does he get the ace? He's going to come in and get the ace as well. That's the play from Mr. once again. KL11 does not stop, not while Mr. is on the board.
All alone in a 1v3 that he has to make. He's going to find one. That's the castle on the board. 2 more defenders to go. The Cruz and Reebok are what remain from the side. The defense is going to go for the peak on the Jim. But the Rock was playing around here, and he still is for that matter. Reebok will go for the peak, getting second now. As shots are going to be fired, but no, the Doc actually goes down. The meanwhile, it's all down to the Yellow in a 1v1. Will the Jackal be able to make this shit happen? He's going to go for the plant to try and extend the timer and or bait. Yakuza, the last man standing. He's going to be closing in, but no! The bait from the Jackal is in! And that's a 1v3 for Asterix. A beautiful play from the man to clutch the round out for his team. He spotted no, but the fuck is going to do that? That's Kingslayer. That's the Hibana has opened up Bathroom Hatch, and there's Hypertissue on the flank from the Yellow Stairs. I just mentioned how the Valkyrie could be big, and Kingslayer is going to face the wrath of being held down in a standoff that they're not aware they're in, but no, the Orcs is going to win that. Hypertissue gets another one. That's the 3 on the board. It's a 2 versus 5 right now. Shop's got to be careful. He can't use the Rima dash too much. As it there, the Valkyrie's going to get another one. Okay, Lynch, unfortunately, missed to feed him any shots right there. As of that, I think he had his... never mind. There goes another one. That's Hypertissue with the quad in the round, I believe that is.
Yana's hologram going for the way to put it. What did Kingslayer just pull off? He went for a gun. He claimed 2 lives. Look at that. 2 grapplers on the board along with the diffuser. That's the play from Kingslayer right there. That's the easiest kill possibly, but Kingslayer is here with a triple kill. What is this man even doing? Does he find the port? That's a quad kill he's on, and he'll find that. He's on the chase. Where's Stoneheart? He's going to find him. He's hungry. He's going to go for it. Goes for the wall pin. He's going to try and... He is from Kingslayer. Connects. Look at this man go haywire on the side of Sandra. Nexus meanwhile another frag, the aggressive effort. Oh, what a shot from Nexus. He's going to drop the head of 3 kills from the same angle that flicked onto Dark Lord. What was... Alright, you might as well hit this clutch in. 18 seconds left, and there's the 4th kill from the side of Nexus once again. The Echo does not even have to beat shots. He gets everybody's head popped off from the single angle. But that he has to be corrupt. No matter what, Baker's gonna find out. There's so many kills going on. That all came up. The only survivor to the end of it all. You got to find 3 bodies and not even the right position, not even time left. That's the finishing kill from the Winter once again. And that will be the Jaeger taking out the final kill. Mercenaries will be walking away with another round. And a fine good job is going really well for the side of Never Diamonds right now. A very textbook, a very great attack in fact for them. A push-up comes in while the plan is going. He's going to get the Nomad, he's going to get the double. That's a really good play from everyone. Gets the double kill, confirms the kill onto the Nomad. Another kill from Majima is going to take it. Oh, what a shot from the shotgun. It's a 1 versus 1. He's not going to find him at first. He will. What a play from Witness. It's all on the Herbie one. Drops the hatch, gets a triple kill. Here's the support from the side of the other defender as well.
A 3 versus 3, but in the post-match situation, not a good look for the side, or not a good situation for Valiance, but the Montaigne gets one, he gets refragged onto, the Jaeger gets a double, that's Army one. Will the counter be denied? No, it won't! And with Hasib already down, that means that Archangel can go for the counter defuse, and Valiance with the retake post-plan.
Able to make it out of here or not. Now spot Sparkle, get that frag as well. Good shot onto him. Can he find 3 more? The question. Jaeger being above. That's it. Oh, the head just gets spotted out. He might as well get a tap on him. Oh, he tries to go for the tap, but it's not connect. Nice observation from Nasty over here. He gets that anyway. Look at that shot from him for the Jaeger. He gets a triple. What is going on? It's all down to Pete all of a sudden. In a 1 versus 1 that he's got to clutch out. He's got to go for the plan. He knows that, but he's going to hear the drop. Pistol in hand. He's going to get the see one. Oh,
No way!
Clutch. What a clutch from Nostalgia. The frag fight comes alive.
The board is a 3 versus 3 equalized man count. Sexy Gaze in. Bananas found one that's no of the board. There goes Sniper one Candy. And suddenly, it's all down to Levi the Vigil to find the planter. And he will! Will he be able to get away in time? Looks like he might just, and he goes prone in Courtyard to secure himself. And Demo's forced around. The play is in from the man, the Vigil. Levi with the denial at
But yes, Veneno find that frag. Gold as well. Veneno gets another one. Veneno gets one more. Veneno is not stopping, but the plan has gone down. Sniper one Candy. He's going to have to fight it in 1 versus 3. While the counter defuse goes down as well. Veneno's got his gun reloaded. And does he convert this into a kill? Yes, he will. The quad kill from Veneno is what is going to secure the round for Level 0 Esports. And look at that. Like I said, it's a frag heavy map. It's the line of sight just does not get established. A kid comes down, I'm not sure where that was from. That was from the site. Don't know. That's when the drone hole is back. Veneno gets that frag. Now, Sniper 1 Candy is going to bring out the canisters, and that is going to lose quite a bit. But the push up from Veneno is once again here. That's something good for the man. Does he find a quad kill? He's going to find it. Does he find yes or not? It's a big question. Well, Spartan just playing. Veneno is waiting. He's hungry, but he's going to be found by the Hibana. That's no, actually, Veneno finds that somehow. What? The Hibana took the fall, and it was Veneno winning that. Alright, the ace from Veneno comes in.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. LG Ultra Gear Gaming Monitor.
Very ballsy revive, but Rovnex is here with cover for King Arthur. But there's a bandage trying to put onto the IQ. And he's going to find another one. Will he find the third? Sophia's inside of logistics right now. And yes, the kill is confirmed. A triple kill for Vinitaus. As Marksman is going to find fun in the meanwhile. But I believe that was the fusion drop inside of construction. And Vinitaus is going to be holding down for the meanwhile. It's a 3v2. All done to Marksman and play against Leo Tazu and Vinitaus. Oh, the shots are fired, and the Nomad will go down to a quad kill by Venetaus, and more shots are being fired. I believe that's Umai fighting the Hibana, so I have an idea at least. And the Bandit should go for the speak any second. Oh, yes, he will, and the kill is confirmed! Venetaus with the ace for Stage Elite. The man really came alive in this round. And
Here because he's exposed on one angle, which is quite surprising. It's quite impressive to see, and whoa, well, that's a really great shot there from Extend taking out Hussein. The pings are being spot on, and the push is coming in from the Nomad, and he'll eventually get the head of Wamai, and he will eventually get a double kill. Going with Micro C4, he can be able to use it once from surprise, but it doesn't work out. Avid, triple kill. He is on a roll here, but he won't be that much because he is the only operator remaining currently, and he needs to clutch this one out on a one-in-two situation. He still needs to know that there are two players who's currently situated from the bakery. He sees the head, and he'll eventually take a vid and gets a quad kill. Just Noctis remaining here. Angles being opened up. He doesn't know exactly where the location is. Pins being found out from Nomad. He still needs to be careful. He has to go for the frag. Goes to the vault in, sees the head of Echo, and he will get it! Action with the ace, and they will win round 6 as almost walkover.
Will be more than happy to take that kill. Ball still standing away more than enough himself for his team. That's going to fire from below. Tiki Donut, so much damage is downed. And will the kill be confirmed any second? Now the heartbeat scanner comes out. He's going to see the slow movement, and the kill should be confirmed. Not quite. Spaceman, you're very close to taking the ash out, and if Seeking Donut goes down now, then Darkness Esports will be in a back position, but shots are fired from Diego. What a headshot from Spaceman! He's gonna confirm while the revive is coming off. Will it be spotted on the sense? Shots are fired, but no, the UMP will win. Next is his position, and the Thermite seems to peak. There we go. The kill is confirmed. It's all down to Kaid. Mischief in less than 50 seconds remaining. He fires off, and Mischief is here on the second floor. The third floor, that is. He doesn't even have a C4. He has to go for the gunfights, and the AOG probably isn't going to win in this situation. He's going to go for the peak. He finds one. Almost gets collateral, but he won't be getting that just yet. Both attackers are pulled back towards the painting set, and oh, what a connect! Onto the head of Lawrence from Mischief. It's all down to Prakul. Mischief himself is very low on HP. The Kaid could be taken out by just sneezing on him. Noise right here as the buck. He knows where this guy's playing. The running from the Kaid is given his position, but no! The clutch is confirmed by Mischief. The play is in, and the Kaid lumbering around on top floor will get the counter defuse in. He misses him, and the plant is coming off. I think he will find the kill onto one. It's all down to the smoke, and Zujin will get the plant off. There is the kill from Ovivi onto Gypsy, as it's now 1v2. Make that 1v1. The smoke is here for the clutch. He might just be able to find it. The last attacker towards the side of red stairs. That is Jinx. It's between Jinx and Ovivi. The SMG-11 versus the Type 89. Will the shotgun come up from the smoke? He's going for the angle from the Heaven has drop. Will he see the Hibana? Will the Hibana see him? He's going to go back to his diffuser to try and bait it out with a counter defuse. Or will he stick it? No, he's baiting it. The Hibana doesn't push, but he's going to be seen! And Ovivi with the triple kill clutch is gonna get the round for the side of Dauntless Esports.
That is not a play you want to be making. I'm not sure if that's the right thought process, but no, there he was thinking gonna find Sophia. I'm gonna find the frag and Sonic exchanging some shots here. I think he's trying to go for the balance tricks that are stopping him, but there he goes. A quick pick comes in once again from Spaceman. That is the frag and the one we needed. Pop down comes in from, well, like I said, it's essentially 2 versus 1, and now Spaceman comes in with the C4. Well done. Tucker goes up. He's taking the plant. He's not getting off of it, Mikey. That means, of course, that situation. But no, Spaceman is going to catch you off quite a bit. He's not going to find the frag. He will indeed. That's again the Valkyrie with the plays. Once again from the side of Spaceman. That is what is going to secure almost Walkover. Another round on board.
Has not made a rotate that they needed to. Smokes are going to come out from the gridlock as the push is going to happen towards the Visa Robo. Will they be able to find him? The Maestro's here. Will he find one? No, he gets taken out. Instead, the Taxi was at gunfight. Meanwhile, Kingsley got Keo. That is the Diffuser's drop, but the plant is still happening. Will he find him? Yes, he will! The denial is in. The Jaeger shooting through the smoke is going to connect onto the planter. And as the gridlock goes down for Rios, but that is, of course, at the end of the round, as Cheesecake is going to be taken out. He was trying to come in, but there was a peek from Yellow Stairs. Meanwhile, there is a Sonic. That is the man on Yellow Stairs with the Diffuser. The Pulse is very close to him, but so is the Thermite, of course. Will they find the Pulse? I don't think they have. Kyo's going to find King Slayer. Meanwhile, that is the Pulse down. It's all done to Lynch once again. Can he see the plant? He sees the hands, and he gets the down. Justin! All right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the W Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultra Gear in association with ACD Fabulous Zota Gaming and Games The Shop. I am your host Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host Hammond Foxy as we, actually co-host Baba Gusta and Admin Foxy. Kind of used to saying that in a stretch. That's why my mind defaulted to that. Baba is still with us, ladies and gents. Foxy is our host for the day, as it is Walkover, almost Walkover, taking on Instinct Esports on the map of Coastline. Almost Walkover, they just played a game, ladies and gents, against Team Area 69. And it wasn't exactly a great time for Almost Walkover or for Walkover fans. They got walked over 7-1. And
Pun
they
intended.
sit all the way down at the bottom of the table with no wins and 3 losses, while Instinct Esports at the end of week 1 were on the second spot, actually, just below Sanford Esports, 2 wins and 2 wins in 2 games. Very well done to them. As with that being said, we are going to be moving into Instinct's third and for Walkover's 4th game. And the map Coastline should be very interesting right here. We're already in the ban phase, and it is in fact a buck ban that we're seeing here in Coastline. We saw this from Div 2 yesterday, I believe, and the bug ban actually makes sense when you think about it, seeing as buck, of course, the vertical play from that one operator alone is very, very hard to deal with, both above and below. And of course, outside of Buck, there are plenty of other operators like the Jackal. Never mind, Jackal's actually going to be taken off the board as well. And both of these operators, of course, Jackal with a little bit more versatility with his Inox footprint scanners that he can use to hunt roamers is going to be off the board. But both of them can also be used to play vertical with their shotguns. Buck with his ability being a shotgun, and Jackal with his secondary ITA-12S. The defender ban from the side of Walkover is going to be the Mira. That's the Spaniards of the board, the same bans that they had the last game against Team Area 69. And now the last ban of the map is down to Instinct Esports. They're on defense, of course. And they're taking their time to decide, of course. You want to make sure that you don't go onto a ban too hastily. You don't want to ban someone you want to play, actually. As the last ban of the map is going to be the Maestro. Okay. Echo will be in play. That means, of course, and Maestro is the man to get banned. The Alda is going to be off the board. The Evil Eyes are going to be off the board, as we're going to be heading into round 1 of Coastline very, very shortly indeed. Let's have a quick look at the rosters that we have on hand from the side of Almost Walkover. We've got Gypsy, Spaceman, Jinx, Zujin, and Angrybot. And from the side of Instinct Esports, we've got Anaconda, Pendrive. You might know him as Column Drive or Pendrive, really. That was his name before Column Drive. And Asterix, Kurosaki, and Invalid. First side of the map is going to be Hookah Lounge and Billiards. And we are to go on Coastline.
Well, Coastline is a map where, sorry, my apologies. Yep, Coastline is a map where there is a less amount of necessities to have a hard breacher in it. I mean, there is one specific side where you do need a hard breacher, and that would be on Penthouse, where you need to open up the wall at the VIP room. But since this is Coastline, it's not heavily recommended for a hard breacher. So for defenders, it would be a little bit difficult to hold on to, because for the attackers, it has great amount of entry points, but the heavy defense that Instant Esports will put on to will eventually, we'll get to see how well it's going to perform out here. And I believe from almost walkover, their main point of entry would either be from the hookah balcony, or they would open up the hatches of penthouse and to get direct entry from VIP lounge that they can make an angle onto from VIP to the pool room. So I mean, there's a lot of I would say entryways for almost walkover to get into, and with that, we will proceed to action phase. I mean, we have a Wamai up in play. He can be able to use his magnet systems to at least deny some of the utilities done. I mean, used from the attackers. But I mean, there is always a tactic where he can be able to take it out. But oh, look at that! The heavy aggression from Twitch didn't quite work out as Pendrive will emerge victorious on that fight up, taking out Twitch in the process. No shock drones, and Pendrive is still on the roll here. He's just going to be falling back from penthouse instead. So for the attackers, for almost walkovers, is going to be having a hard time dealing with that one specific operator here. Gypsy with the diffuser on hand, she is playing at the penthouse. So with the help of the operator Spaceman, it should be really great here. A peek from the Zofia, and eventually he'll take out Pendrive, but still you need to be careful on Vomai because he's playing at the aquarium with a lot of utility denials, and also he has his and also you have Anaconda playing from the aquarium desk to at least provide some support for his teammates here. Kurosaki playing as the smoke, he can be able to use his toxic babes to at least deny the push coming in from the attackers, either through from luggage or from the VIP room. And I believe they have got it all covered. And I believe the maximum amount of push coming in from almost walkovers would be either arrive from the luggage or from, I believe, white stays. So taking care of hookah wouldn't be that much of a problem, but the only problem that they do need to worry about is the time. A lot of time for almost walkovers. They're just taking quite a lot of time. I believe they're just droning it out. They're just going to find out the exact location on where the other operators are currently being situated in. And Zofia having a lot of problems to deal with the deployable shield where Vama is playing onto. I believe it would be a better option to just go downstairs from the office to use the KSOU lifeline of the, I believe the no, I believe they reinforced it, but yeah, I was about to say that, but since the hatch is reinforced, they won't be able to, take it out from below here. Which is coming in from the aquarium. Vamai going for the pre-fire yet again, but Gypsy on the first kill, taking out Anaconda. Vamai will be able to take out IQ, just get traded out from a Spaceman. And with that, 35 seconds still remain for the attackers. Asterix taking out Zujin. The smoke with the SMG plays, hoping to at least take out Zofia, but no, Spaceman will emerge victorious, and he will eventually get a triple kill. And look at that, almost walkover will eventually get their first win, as Spaceman will get a 4K against Instinct Esports, and they will open up their account as they will win on second floor hookah.
What a way to begin for the man, Spaceman. He did an absolutely fantastic job in the round. Not just a 4K, a 1v2 clutch against the smoke, and a full HP Legion to finish out the round on second floor hookah. Very, very well done. As of course, Baba and I were having this discussion right before the match began. Coastline is a map where attackers and defenders, they can chill out and frag out of their minds, and that is exactly what Spaceman did. He let go of all the utility, he let go of all of the intel. He was like, nope, I'm going in and you can't stop me. And that is exactly what just happened. Instinct could not stop this one man on a mission. With that being said, the first round was on board for the side of almost walkover, as once again specifying the fact that they are all the way at the bottom, having won no games at all in Season 4 Division 3 whatsoever in the WBAC Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. As now against Instinct Esports, they need to win to give themselves a chance of at the very least staying in Division 3. You wouldn't want to get relegated back to the qualifiers, absolutely eliminated. Not a good look and not a good feel whatsoever. I'm pretty sure plenty of teams out there will be able to relay to us and to the teams that getting relegated and coming back from the qualifiers is not exactly a good thing to deal with. It's not the most fun thing, and it's definitely not the best thing to look back on. And Walkover will definitely like to avoid that instinct. Sitting second on the leaderboard, I wouldn't say they're sitting pretty, having only won 2 games so far. They have 2 more to go, of course. As week 2 and week 3 will be pretty important for them, but they'll be looking for the promotion, mind you. If they manage to win this game, and say they manage to win their next game that is tomorrow, as far as I'm aware, they will in fact be able to secure themselves a spot. At least staying in Division 3 will be secured for them, but they'll also have a pretty good chance of going to Division 2 in Season 5. And oh boy, saying those last two words right there, Season 5, makes me realize that the league is it's come a long way. It has definitely come a long way. It's been a journey, but there's still a lot more to go. We're not even at the end of Season 4 right now, as we have Week 2's ending and Week 3, excuse me, to go through. Shots being fired between the operators in and out of Aquarium, and that is, I believe, the Wamai sitting behind the counter right there. No, that's actually the Bandit with cover from the Wamai's magnets, as of course, Invalid is going to be using those. There we go. Zophia's concussed, being caught out by the Wamai magnets, and the Bandit's prone behind the counter, of course, the Aquarium counter. Shots are going to be fired towards the shield in Aquarium that the Wamai sitting behind. Invalid, the man's got good cover for him. That magnet, albeit maybe a little too close to stop flashbangs in particular. Drones are going to come in. That's a twist drone right there. Is he going to be able to get that? I don't think so. As Anaconda the Bandit is sitting pretty close to this counter. He's just safe for now, being prone, but there's the three-man push. Two from Luggage, one from the balcony, as Kurosaki's going to find one. That's Angry Bird off the board. Invalid goes for a peek, but there's flashbangs being thrown in his general direction. He's not going to be flashed, of course, as the magnets and everything else is making sure that he doesn't get flashed, but of course, the Bandit, he was flashed out of his mind for just a second, but no, Pendra's going to find one. That's Jinx on the board, and Anaconda goes down to Zujin. Pendrive, and Pendrive finds two more. That's a triple kill for the man on the Jaeger, and he's got one more to go for a quad kill. Will he find it, or will it be Wamai's kill? It's all down to Spaceman. The man's got an ace to make this happen for his team. But there's the push on towards the side of 90. I don't think he quite spotted that out. And there's a Legion waiting in the wings in 90 hallway. Will the Zofia get this kill? He's pushing up, but the Legion's going to peek, and he's going to get it. And that is Instinct Esports retaliating onto the second round, on towards the side of Walkover. So they're saying, all right, you can have a 4K from one man, but we've got a pen drive. And that, of course, means that the side of Instinct, they've won round 2. 1-1 is the scoreline, and I'm aware of what I just said. We've got a pen drive. That's probably going to be clipped and taken out of context, so I'm just going to end it right here. Thank you very much. Baba, over to you.
We've got a pen drive. Wow.
Yes.
I mean, it's basically you saying who needs 4 kills when you just have a pen drive. Wow. Well, anyways, round 2 going in the favor of Instinct Esports. That was actually quite a great push coming in on the side of almost Walkover here. Not only taking out the utilities with the flashbangs, but also taking out a deployable shield, which caused, a lot of players to give main focus towards on Wamai. But Pendrive took the opportunity by pushing in and gets 3 kills right off the bat from when he was pushing from the pool table itself. I would definitely quite say it was quite lucky for him. And yes, the lines coming. I mean, it's just not getting. I just can't get it out of my head, Jack. We've got a pen drive. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's wonderful. It's unique. It's really unique. I mean, it's. All right, I'm not going to talk more about who's got the better pen drive. So let's just head on in towards on the action phase. Round 3, almost Walkover. Still had a little bit of problems when it comes to converting those utilities into kills, but this time on round 3, where the site is on kitchen, we're going to see how well that they're going to do it this time. Inverted deployable shield on the side of Sunrise Bar, in which Kurosaka is playing as the Ella. Ella's quite a great fagger with the Scorpion Evo SMG, with the concussive traps being placed onto the Sunrise Bar as well. And we're going to see Angry Bot actually playing the Iana. And look at that, first frag coming in from, and that would be Asterix taking out Gypsy. The IQ is off the board, so you won't be able to use a scanner to at least get 1 or 2 of the utilities. Jinx and Spaceman will eventually take out both of the heavy players, the GSG9 brothers, Pendrive and Asterix. Invalid, a lot of fights coming. A lot of fights are coming in back and forth as the man count on both of these teams are still equal. But they still need to be careful on the push coming in from the Twitch, and Anaconda will immediately capitalize on the situation by taking out almost Zujin. But he doesn't know that IQ has been pushing in. And look at that, Iana with the plays as he is just going to get traded out from Invalid. The pushes are coming in over and over again, but finally it is all down to Jinx to clutch this one out on a 1v1 situation here. It is Jinx versus Invalid who's going to be the victor. It is the UMP versus the Type 89. I mean, the pings are coming in from the defenders. Hibana still needs to be careful, and look at that push coming in from Jinx as he takes out the head of Invalid, as they will win round 3 on First Floor Kitchen. Man, oh man, was that a bloodbath.
A very chaotic round coming out from both teams right there. Walkover and Instinct, neither of them want to give this match to the other, understandably enough, because again, this match carries a lot of weight for their futures in this division, or in and out of this division for that matter, as we're going to have the First Floor Kitchen side be played once again from the side of the defense. And temporarily right there, I think I saw Kurosaki with an Oryx pick, but he's got the Valkyrie in play, of course, trading intel in, as Asterix, is going to go out of the Bandit into the Wamai. The double denial brothers, the Jaeger and the Wamai, are going to be in play, as Angry Bot is going to bring in the IQ out of the Ash. Round 4 is in play, 2-1 to Walkover. A much better showing than they had against Team Area 69 earlier, as looks like Walkover are definitely learning from their mistakes. They're pulling up their socks, so to speak, and they're definitely tightening up their attack, at least for now. They've got a few rounds to go, and then they've got the whole defensive phase to go as well. Kurosaki, the Valkyrie, is going to be putting out those cameras all over the place. The black eye cameras, always intel. So intel in this game is just so important. It's not even an understatement or an overstatement. It is just straight fact that intel in this game right now, as it is, just in general, intel in Rainbow Six has always been a very key component to winning games. But as it is right now, especially with the utility heavy meta from both attackers and defenders, it's always just that little bit more important for both teams. And with the Valkyrie in play, that's why you see Valkyrie banned so many times when it comes to competitive Rainbow Six. That being said, right now, round 4 in play. Spaceman, he's going to be moving towards the Cantina area, taking out those default cams, making sure if he sees a Val cam, he's going to take it out, but he's going to push the kitchen window as well. Jinx, in the meanwhile, the man with the Hibanas, Gypsy, is going to find one. That's Invalid of the board. It's the Nomad this time with the ARX, and Gypsy, he's got a pretty big kill. The Pulse could have been a pain in the backside to deal with later on in the round, but he won't be. Invalid's down. Kurosaki holding down this area by reception. He's going to go down as well inside of the bathroom. That is Zujin, the Sledge, getting the kill. The push in from the bathroom area is going to come in. Gypsy's found one more. That's Asterix of the board. And he's going to get refragged onto instead from the hallway by the Jaeger. That's Pendrive once again coming in for his team and getting a huge double kill. Zujin and Angry Bot are going to go down, but Pendrive and Anaconda are both very low on HP. Wallbang attempt from the Zofia, not going to find him. He's going to push up instead. He's going to see the Jaeger. That's a kill. Will he find the smoke inside the bathroom? He's going to see him pre-fire in his direction, but no, not going to find the kill just yet. The smoke's being pushed from the other side. He's going to see it. Yes, he is, but not quite. Spaceman's in with the kill. Anaconda goes down, and Walkover are going to take round 4.
Well, what a great push indeed from almost walkovers and eventually gaining the lead against Instinct Esports. It is a 3-1. And with that, we still have 2 rounds left for Instinct Esports to defend on. But also after that, we'll be seeing a role swap where almost walkovers will be there to go for attack. And with that, since this is the 5th round, we are going to be seeing Instinct Esports defending on the site of Hookah, in which they did successfully defended on towards the second round, but on the first round itself, with great aggressive plays coming in from a Spaceman as he gets 4 kills out of it. And it's quite interesting to see Angrybot playing as Iana, in which it did the push, which came in, I believe it was on round 3, where I believe Twitch and Iana both were pushing in, and Echo actually only saw the face of Twitch, in which he actually went to go for the fire in, but it was kind of too late, and Iana was there to get the kill on. It was a great aggressive place coming in from almost walkover, but they still need to be careful because this is round 5, and we do know that Instinct Esports are quite great at defending. They're just having a little bit of a hiccup. If they just fix those little bit of mistakes being arriving from them, it could cause a lot of problems for almost walkover if they don't figure it out if they don't figure it out quite perfectly. And yes, if you check out the rosters on the side of Instinct Esports, we still have those GSG9 brothers, Bandit and Jaeger, and also we have Vigil, who is playing as Kurosaki. He can be able to at least roam in without having any problems, catch the operators off guard. Ooh, almost sees the head of one certain operator who's playing from the stairs, but instead both of them are just going to repel from the top stairs and be on the roof hallway. Still need to be careful because there is Pendrive holding an angle. Sees the head, but no! Jaeger is going to get killed, and almost Angry Bird will take the head off of Pendrive's head. All right, that actually was all right. I'm moving on. Iana, with taking out the first Jaeger off the board. She's going to be using her Gemini replicator as she pushes in to get great amount of intel. As Vamai is basically just hiding in, but he still needs to be careful because one of the Excaro spell has been taken out from the hatch. And just like I see it, Jinx! Wow! That's basically adding salt water to injury here. Hibana using the Excaro spell, but still, he actually sees the head of Vigil, and he's going to take out both of the operators from Instinct Esports. And currently, it's all down to Asterix to clutch it out on a 3v1, and an accidental TK coming in from Gypsy as he takes out Angry Bird. Whoa, it was quite unfortunate to see what was going to happen here, but Legion still needs to be careful. And look at that, almost walkover, proving I would say asserting their dominance on attack as they win round 5 on second floor hookah.
And second floor hookah goes to the side of the attack once again. Walkover, definitely a much better showing today than they had right now, that is, than they had earlier in the day against Team Air 69. It's a fact that I've specified once before, of course, just down to the fact that they are playing so much better than they did in the earlier game. Maybe it's the map change, maybe it's the different team that they're playing against, maybe Instinct are just having a pretty bad day, and we're not really sure right here. As first floor kitchen is going to come in from the side of the defense. They haven't won hookah, and they are going to go to kitchen. Unfortunately, kitchen didn't quite work out for them for a couple of rounds. As right now, Instinct, they would like to go 4-2 into attack. Coastline, it can be an attacker-sided map from time to time, and that is exactly why even a 4-2 wouldn't exactly be much of a problem if you are, of course, going into the attack. But again, going into the attack like that, it will still require it will still be an uphill battle against a team like almost Walkover. Invalid had a little bit of trouble with the drone right there, manages to take it out in time. But something else that we're looking at in the screens right now, we have the double GSG9 and double SAS presence from the side of the defense, and it's all legacy ops, mind you. It is all the original defending operators in the game. We have the Mute the Smoke from the SAS, the Jaeger the Bandit from the GSG9, and Invalid playing the Doc from the GIGN. It's one of those rare sights to see. You don't usually see stuff like this. There's normally a Wamai, or maybe a Legion, or some other operator from the resulting year, from the years oncoming from launch, of course, from Rainbow Six Siege. Year 2, year 3 have provided us with some amazing defending ops. A couple of them have actually been banned. That is Mira and the Meister right there. As we have a quick look at the scorecard, Spaceman with 7 kills, followed up by Jinx. In terms of kill power, Jinx is doing a lot of work as well. 3-3-3 from Zujin, Angrabot, and Gypsy, bringing in the support as and when required, while Pendrive's got 6 for himself, 3 for Invalid, 4 for the Bandit. That's Asterix right there, and of course the rest of the team bringing in the support again. But there is a push into security room. Invalid's been spotted out. He's the Doc, of course. He can just heal himself as they need to be careful of that push. The Nomad's air jab is going to stop them from going for the repeat, but Pendrive's found one. That is Zujin off the board. The E1D comes out from the Lion as the Overspeak will be spotted out. There we go. Invalid with another kill. That Spaceman down, and he's going to heal himself back up to full health. As now suddenly the push from Walkover is not working out. Instinct on a 5 versus 3. The Nomad is currently trying to help out Angrybot, who's outside of the Sunrise area, at the very least, covering for him, as Instinct looks like they want to rehost after this. All right, very interesting right there. Pendrive, of course, half HP. He was much lower, though. He's been revived up by the Doc, who's used up all of his Stim pistols. Right now, the push from the Sunrise and Blue Bar area from the side of Walkover is what needs to work, while Jinx holds down the side of the office door. He could, of course, theoretically move out. There's a drone right there. Angrybot is going to find one that's invalid at the board. That is the Doc at the long angle through the courtyard from inside of the Sunrise bar behind the counter. That is a pretty big kill, especially given the fact that the Doc, even without his Stim pistols, is a very terrifying force to go up against. Gypsy, in the meanwhile, pushing up security room. He knows that there's probably going to be a defender close by as another E1D comes out from the Jackal. He's going to spot somebody on the second floor as he's going to be going for this peek as well. Gypsy looks like he's able to be on the white stairs to try and help him out on a flank, while there's a C4 used for the bandit, but that's a distraction. He's going to be going down courtyard instead. Jinx is holding down towards the office hatch that was just popped. But Asterix, he's got a good angle right now sitting inside of courtyard. He could find one, at least one, as that's nobody inside of reception. There we go. He's going to find him, and that is a kill for Asterix, a very big one. Less than 40 seconds remaining. He's going to find the Hibana as well. It's a double kill, not triple kill for him. As actually not a triple kill. Never mind. It is the double kill. The SMG-11 from this mute is actually what finds the last attacker. The line with the pre-fire not working out, as looks like Instant Esports, they are probably going to be going into the rehost. In fact, they are. There we go. So we're going to be right back from the other side of this rehost. Ladies and gentlemen, 4-2 is the scoreline on round 7 roll swap. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Almost Walkover and Instinct Esports on the map of Coastline. We are back from the rehost and we are on roll swap round 7. 4-2 is the scoreline in favor of Walkover, who have definitely come in swinging today, and especially in this match, as I don't think I need to specify once again what kind of a match that they had against Teammate 69 earlier today. But now they'll be on the defense. 4 rounds on attack on Coastline, going to defense. Not a bad showing at all. But now the onus is on the side of Instinct Esports. Are they going to be able to equalize and maybe even push for the victory themselves? Or are we going to see Almost Walkover take Coastline by storm? Baba, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, Jack, as I was watching from the previous matchup against Area 69, when it comes to defense, yes, Almost Walkovers did had the possibility to go for a proper comeback, but that at that specific time, Area 69 was already in a huge major lead, and with that, it was very difficult for them to take on to. But since it is 4-2, still in the favor of Almost Walkover, so there is a higher chance where Almost Walkover can actually get this to match point, or we can be able to see it in overtime, as you'd like to call it. And with that, it is round 7, and it's quite interesting, even with the operators that they've been taking in, especially on the side of Almost Walkovers. We have Zujin playing as the dog. He can be able to use not only his stim pistol to heal back his teammates, but also his devastating ACOG side MP5 can be able to take out any operators at a really big distance. And as I recall, when Instinct Esports were on defense and they were holding a sight on Hookah, there was always Wamai who was being played while they were reinforcing the hatches and playing the deployable shield. Yes, it did not quite work out. Yes, and that is a really good smiley face there, Zojin. As he's actually, yep. He was actually going for a spawn peek just to give that Anthony Pitt vibe. Oh my god, I really miss him a lot. I miss Anthony Pitt. Well, anyways, the spawn kill from the dog wasn't quite successful, even though the smiley face did come in. And with that, Anaconda, he's just going to chill out. No, he's just back in. He's just going to use his air jabs to at least place it on certain areas where the operators can be able to take out in. And look at that, Kurosaki with the first frag. He's going to take out a Gypsy. The Jaeger is gone from the kitchen, but still he needs to be careful because there's a player with the SMG-11 being played, and Pendrive will be there to immediately take out Spaceman. Looks like things are not looking quite well here for Almost Walkovers, because there's already 2 manpower down on the side of the defenders, and that too for Instinct Esports. They have a lot of time to deal with. They have 1 minute 55 seconds left. They can be able to at least drone it out, get to see exact where the exact location is. But on a map on Coastline, you can just go full frag. So basically, it's just just go aggressively and pick as best as they can. And I believe there is Angry Bot who's been playing from the aquarium just to make sure that the flank wouldn't arrive from that exact location. But still, he needs to be careful of Zofia, who is currently at the hookah balcony. And look at that, Kurosaki with the rappel on the pool window. He's going to be taking out Angry Bot just to get rid out from none other than Zujin with the dock. And just like that, 2 players remaining on the side of Almost Walkover. They just need to hold out as best as they can, as we are going to be hearing Pendrive's concussive KSOU lifeline being used out there, and Pendrive will immediately get that conversion of utilities into a kill. Dog is also gone in, and with that, Instinct Esports winning their first attack on round 7 of second floor hookah.
What a way to come back from the rehost right here from Instinct Esports on the attack. Looks like that rehost happened to be a little bit of a tactical timeout as well, giving them just the time that they needed to make sure that they get regroup and make sure that they don't make those mistakes that they were making on the defense on the attack. And very well done to them. Coastline, of course, is an attacker-sided map, at least to some extent, and making full use of that. Instinct Esports taking out the roamers and then pushing in towards side. A good attack from them, but they're going to have to continue making attacks like that. Second floor hookah is going to be the site of choice once again. The lead is still in favor of the side of Almost Walkover, excuse me. But it's just a 1 round lead. 1 round leads in this sort of situation, in round 8, where both teams are vying for the victory, is a very flimsy lead to hold on to. And a win on this round from Walkover will be more of their achievement rather than Instinct's loss, because Instinct, they can still get the 2-round comeback. They are a team that is capable of doing this, but Walkover, they need to win the rounds and they need to keep winning them. It of course stands true for both teams right here, but Walkover, after the very unfortunate showing earlier today, will be looking to do that even more. It's even more important that they do it not just for the victory, to get their morale back to where it should be, and it certainly is from the looks of things. From winning those first 4 rounds on the side of the attack, it has definitely helped their team morale in general, but they're gonna have to do just a little bit more if they want to actually win this game and give themselves that morale boost, increase that morale boost even further. Jinx playing the Legion as Zujin once again back on the dock. No spawn peaks this time. No Anthony Pitt vibes from him. He's gonna be chilling inside his site with the double ADS comes out on the main stairs area, the blue stairs area from the Jaeger Spaceman. Jinx, goo mines as the round progresses. Of course, he's gonna be very useful for the team in the late end of the round, but only if he survives that long. While it's going to be interesting to see whether or not we get to see any more Zujin frag plays today. That's the Quad Jin, as of course Fox and I named him some time ago. We're going to have to see if the Quad Jin comes out right now, today, this round, next round, whichever round it is. As a Walkover, would certainly like him to do just that. Asterix in the meanwhile, he's going to be looking at this freshly opened breach with the bullets from, I believe it's the Jaeger, from the blue stairs, as Anaconda is going to be given free passes right into Sunrise, block off the entry for any defender, as the Zofia has made his way into blue bar. In the meanwhile, the Sledges here is going to be using vertical angles against the defenders, and he almost sees one, but not quite getting the kill. Kurosaki with a great idea and a great play, just not quite being able to execute on it. Meanwhile, the push onto the hookah balcony is coming in from the Zofia as well. He's fighting the Mozzie with the commando, but no kills being traded for the time being. Kurosaki holding down from the hatches. Gypsy's C4 is going to find pen drive. That's a pretty big kill right there. The Zofia goes down. It's a 5 versus 4 right now with 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining for the side of Instinct Esports to get into sight, make this push happen. Angrybot, if he goes for the... Nope, he actually can't. He's been spotted out on just outside of luggage. He could have gone for a play on the luggage window, but he won't be able to as the flashbangs and more drones are going to come in, spot exactly where he is, give away his location to the side of the defense as the pen drives. Oh, dear me, that's Gypsy being taken out by pen drives. Pen drive zone, Claymore from beyond the grave. The Zofia comes in as Anaconda is going to find Angrybot, but there's Spaceman to take down. Kurosaki's hit 3 versus 3 as the man cut is being equalized right now. Spaceman fighting from inside of the hookah lounge reinforcement. The hatch is open right next to him, so he's got to be careful of that. Be aware of the fact that there's a drop. While Zujin, he's afraid of the big window rappel. And there's somebody there, but there's Jinx with the run out. Gonna find Invalid. That's gonna put the side of Instinct at a big disadvantage. And will the IQ go down? Not quite. The dock goes down instead. The Nomad going for a peek. Not gonna find anybody just yet as Asterix is low on HP. He's gonna make a rotate around towards the 90 hallway, I think. And this round, ladies and gentlemen, is very, very intense. Jaeger's going to go in for a peek, and he's going to find one more. Anaconda goes down. It's a 1v2, all down to Asterix, who's going to find himself barricaded inside a VIP. He's going to be slowly moving in towards the 90 hallway area. But of course, the breach has been heard out. His push is spotted by the deployable camp. The Legion's going to come in. No, there's an edge up to stop him. While the Jaeger has dropped down, there's no time for him. He's going to go and get these kills. Will he find one? No, he won't. The Legion inside his sight is going to take him off the board as a Jinx is the last man to take the kill. Asterix goes down and almost Walkover are going to take round 8 on second floor hookah. And that is going to give themselves back the 2-round lead that they had earlier. 5-3 is the score line going into round 9.
Well, round line still in the favor of almost Walkover here. Successfully defending on the second floor hookah, and this time on round 9 we are going to be seeing them defending on first floor kitchen. It's going to be really difficult for team almost Walkovers here, as I believe from the attack side on Instinct Esports they are going quite well. A little bit of mistakes being made from the previous round, but still it emerged quite victorious for them. Round 9, I have absolutely no idea on what's going to happen next. I mean, we still remember on round 6 where Zujin was, going for a spawn pick in the window of pool room. This time, not actually going for it on round 8. Zujin is quite working out for when it comes to getting not only getting frags but also getting the help back up onto the certain amount of operators who was been recently tagged, especially that was Gypsy and Angry Bot, in which they were tagged oh so damn bad. And with that, Zujin, using the help of Stim Pistol to get them back up, eventually gave them the win. And with that, round 9 is underway, and this time it is on first floor kitchen, and we're going to be seeing Jinx using this also deadly shotgun to make a footholds. And I believe one of them would be a normal rotation hole. No, it's just a face hole, just to make sure that whenever if they come inside the side, they can be able to take it out as best as they can. And with that, it is action phase, and I believe Angry Bird will be on shallow roaming. So shallow roaming is basically it's quite deep roam. The only thing is he'll be there to just he won't be there on the side. He'll be just whenever the attacker comes in, he'll be at the right moment to take him out. And with that, one of the drones won't be able to find Vigil. A lot of pre-fires being coming in on the side of Angry Bot, which will eventually lead Pendrive to get around also low on HP, but eventually gets taken out from none other than Asterisk, with great amount of drone work being used from none other than IQ herself. And with that, with Vigil gone for Team Almost Walkovers, they still needs to be careful because they have access to not only VIP but the whole floor on the second floor. With that, still Asterix still hoping up to be strong as taking out Spaceman. That's two operators on the side of almost Walkovers being down. Vigil and the Legion being down is going to be a really bit it's going to be very difficult for Team Almost Walkovers to be on to, but still we still have Gypsy playing from the servers. He can be able to take at least one or two operators from Instinct Esports to cast them out by surprise. But still for Jinx, it's going to be having a hard time because there's a Sedge being played from the penthouse. He's just using with the help of the vertical angle to at least try to take out the smoke as best as they can. And look at that, the long angle from Zujin. He'll be able to take out Asterix here, but still a lot of time still on the hands of Instinct Esports, and they can just take their sweet time and hopefully drone it out and push according to how much they want to. But still they need to be careful of Zujin, and as I recall from Jack saying, Zujin is quite great at fragging with the dog. And look at that, just like I was about to say it, he'll actually take the life of Pendrive. With that, Invalid playing from the main entrance, he's actually quite ready to go for the plant out, but Jinx will be with the shotgun. He's going to be able to take out Anaconda here. Kurosaki and Invalid are the only two operators from Instinct Esports remaining, and they need to do something about the operators currently being situated here on the side of defenders. One of the toxic babe canisters being used from outside the service elevators, the service entrance, just to make sure the diffuse plant won't be able to come in. And I believe one of another smoke's toxic babe canister will be there to use it. Oh my lord, the SMG. Oh, never mind. That was the Jaeger with the assault rifle going up against the Hibana. And with that, Kurosaki will be the only guy remaining, and he needs to clutch this out on 1v3. It's not going to happen here. Ladies and gents, Almost Walkover proving their worth as they will win round 9 on first floor kitchen. Wow, that was a really great defense there.
That was indeed a great defense, especially having lost a few bodies. It didn't really matter to Walkover. They retained their cool, they remained level-headed, and they got the win. More importantly, that is now 6-3 in their favor going in to match point. Ladies and gents, this match, it could come to an end in this very round, or it could extend even farther. If Instinct Esports manage to get themselves back together, if they manage to pick themselves up, they might just go for overtime. But right now, it is Almost Walkover's game. At least it has been so far. First floor Blue Bar and Sunrise Bar is going to be the side of choice. And looks like we have a Capcan in play from Zujin, playing the Russian operator with, of course, the the traps, the EDDs. And it's going to be very interesting to see how the side of Instinct on the attack go around this, play around this particular operator. Capcan, of course, his traps, you think on paper, they look like traps that are easy to spot out, easy to avoid. but especially in a rush situation, like a late round rush, or in a particularly heavy, intense gunfight, or maybe even say like the last couple of operators standing, the plan's going off, you need to go in to cover your teammates. If there's an unsuspecting Capcan trap on a door that just hadn't been taken out, especially with 5 in his pocket, it can be a very lethal tool indeed. Actually, one of my own friends, the people I play with, actually knows this very well. I'm not taking any names right here, but you know who you are. And Capcan traps, I mean, I've fallen prey to them myself. It's not exactly hard to see them. Again, they're not the hardest thing in the world to see. They're not a goo mine, shall we say. But they are still very deadly, especially when placed on surprise doors. That one facet of Capcan hasn't changed, of course, ever since he used to be a one-shot, one-kill with his EDDs. But right now, we're going to save that point for later. Jinx reinforcing the hatch, and Hookah barely gets away with his life as the push onto Hookah balcony's already come in. There's also a push onto the window from the sledge. He's on the upside down rappel, but there's a rotation onto the blue bar area that Gypsy's using for himself. He might just get spotted by the Zofia, but not quite. He's going to live with his head intact and a pullback towards the side of the kitchen hallway, as I believe that is Jinx, the only man on the second floor right now, holding it off for the side of Walkover. The man's roaming, as we have a shield on the door to security room from the Alibi Angry Bot. Gypsy going for a bit of a long flank right now, all the way up the white stairs to the luggage area. As the side of Instinct Esports, they are really hunting for these operators on the second floor. Breachers are coming in. Looks like second floor control has been given away to the side of the defenders, the attackers, excuse me. As it's mostly going to be a first floor concentrated hold from the side of Walkover. There is Gypsy, excuse me, on towards the side of Penthouse. He could actually go for a pretty big, pretty influential play right here. Zuzhin, I believe that is the Russian hollow on his gun. The Capcan playing that particular site. Not exactly the best site in the Russian sites department, but again, it's all down to player persuasion. Asterix is going to draw out where the Capcan sitting inside of offices is going to get taken out by the 9x19 VSN any second now. There we go. But his position has been given away, and that's Zofia outside of the office. And there's a breach charge from above the IQ as well, as the push is going to come in to find Zuzhin inside of offices any second now. But Gypsy's found 1 and Gypsy's found 2. That's Kurosaki and invalid off the board. He gets air jab, but he'll be able to make safe passes down below. He's even dropped the diffuser and taken no damage for his troubles, as the office push is going to come in from Pendrive, while the main blue stairs push is going to come in from the IQ Asterix as well. Marks are coming out, but the Capcan is long gone. There's somebody inside of Blue Bar instead to take down Pendrive, and that is the triple kill from Gypsy. The man has 3. Will he find 2 more? He's on for the ace, ladies and gents, and that will be an amazing way to close off the rest of this game, as Asterix and Anaconda are the only ones remaining for the side of Instinct Esports. 2 versus 5, and it's not looking that great. Jaeger, no, the push from White Stairs was not needed right there, as he's going to get taken down, and Asterix is actually going to find 1 more. That is Spaceman off the board, as it's 2 versus 3 right now. The man count swinging. It could go in favor of the attackers any second. If Instinct Esports play this just right, they're pushing it towards the side of Blue Bar, and if they manage to get the plant off, they'll be very hard to get rid of. But there's a courtyard angle right here that they've got to be careful of. In the meanwhile, there's the Capcan. He tried to go for the peak. He actually got one. That's Asterix off the board, and there's the kill confirmed by the Alibi. From inside of Sunrise, the Nomad trying to give cover is going to lose on the other angle that he wasn't aware of. Angrybot's going to get the final kill. Walkover are going to take a win on the board for themselves in Season 4. They win Coastline 7-3. Oh, and what a game it has been today. What a couple of games we've had on this first stream today, ladies and gents. Walkover versus Team Area 69 happened earlier on the Cafe Dostoevsky map, and the Area 69 won that 7-1. As this time, Walkover versus Instinct Esports. Walkover finally have a win on their board. 4 matches, and their first win is in. They might just be able to save themselves the relegation, but that, of course, will be seen tomorrow. And in Week 3, they win Coastline 7-3. And Instinct Esports, they have a loss on their record. But with that being said, this stream is about to end. We're going to be back with a second stream later at night with 2 very exciting games of Havocs versus Team Area 69 and Sangford versus KL11. Both matches are going to be very exciting for all of our viewers at home. So with that being said, we'll see you in the evening. Stay tuned.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultra Gear Gaming Monitor.